everybody? Welcome back here to the Techlabs Cup 2014 qualifying rounds. It's the loser semifinals between Aware Gaming and Ahead Gaming, the two A teams. Thank you so much for joining us here on Beyond the Summit. It's going to be a good one. With me today is none other than What Is Hip. How are you, sir?
Doing great, man. Had a busy couple of days, and always glad to find some time to watch some Russian Dota.
That's right. Should be exciting. Both of these teams did rather well, I think, coming through here. They are in the losers bracket, so they both lost out. I believe one of them, Aware, lost yesterday to Virtus Pro. Ahead lost to, let's see. It actually was in the losers bracket yesterday. They beat Relax. They lost to also Virtus Pro. That was on Tuesday. So both teams coming down to the losers bracket via Virtus Pro. Virtus Pro also down there after a bit of a rough and tumble with Next KZ. They've moved out of the LAN finals. There's still one spot left, mind you. And of course, $20,000 for the LAN finals. That's the prize pool in Moscow, Russia, starting on April 5th. So, once again, here on Beyond the Summit, thanks for joining us. My name is Mont, and we've got the draft going for you guys. The Naga, the Dazzle. Oh my god, dude. I can't tell you how happy I am to see a Dazzle ban, just because I'm like, almost.
Really?
I'm sick of that hero. I've seen it every day, every game.
He's so exciting.
But, like, he is, but, like, every game.
You get dazzled out.
I do.
I understand. That's okay.
But, you know, the draft's already underway. Aware Gaming, they've, I think, really impressed me. Ahead also. A couple of times they've had a couple of misplays. I think Ahead, specifically, you know, has had a couple of more options and more opportunities than Aware Gaming. They, I think, have just had rough games here and there. Whereas Aware Gaming, they've played really solid Dota, but I'm not sure, you know, how they're going to play this one. As they pick up the Lycan right now, a good early game hero. They've got Hal, they've got the Shapeshift, they've got the pushing potential. So every time you see a Lycan, I feel like it signifies the team trying to go for an early game as possible.
10 seconds.
Yeah, he's one of those heroes where as soon as he's picked, you pretty much know the game plan of the team heading into the rest of the draft. So, you know, that can be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, I think a lot of people would argue that there's some pretty strong negatives to revealing yourself that early, but with a hero as strong as Lycan, you know, I think it's okay because people have tried for quite a long time to really figure out how to shut down Lycan, and it doesn't seem to be as easy as people originally thought. So, you know, he's a hero that seems to do pretty much always do at least decently well. You know, it's just a matter of when he actually is able to get that Vlad's, and from there on out, you know, he can pretty much farm reliably anywhere on the map. So
yeah, and you mentioned how shutting him down, or at least, you know, stopping him at least from escaping is a bit of an issue. Lycan's gonna find farm pretty much like you said wherever. He'd go into the jungle at some point in time, even with a Quelling Blade, maybe be okay there. In terms of being able to gank him, Shapeshift makes that very difficult, but with an Ember Spirit and a Treant Protector, they have two options. Assuming they can both get to level 6, obviously, Ember has the Searing Bonds, or Searing Chains, excuse me, before that happens, but Overgrowth is going to be a big factor as well. And then the Bat Rider coming out from Aware Gaming, too. So far, standard draft, except for the Treant Protector, what do you feel about that hero in this draft right now?
I don't know. I'm of a pretty mixed opinion because, like, on the one hand, if the Lycan's not actually able to kill whatever tower he goes for, Treant's going to be able to heal that up and be able to reset the progress, basically. But the problem is that as soon as Lycan gets, like, a book up, he can kill towers so fast, I'm not sure it actually helps very much. It's not even very good against the Bat Rider. I don't know. I'm pretty mixed on this here. I think he's extremely situational. I think you have to use him in a really strong lane, like something we're used to seeing is like Treant Weaver or something like that, and just try to make it so your carry can really go out of control. I haven't seen anyone do that with an Ember Spirit, but with how physically weak he is to how physically weak he is to physical damage. Well, you know how weak he is, just his low HP.
Yeah, I got you. I understand.
You know, yeah, okay, we're there. We're together.
We got it now.
I'm glad. Sorry, you know, it's been a long day, but
it has.
Living Armor does help with that a lot, so maybe this is a possibility. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how Ahead like to play the Ember Spirit, but that could be a neat little thing that they're looking for.
Yeah, it certainly does help the Ember Spirit. Like you mentioned, he doesn't have the highest health pool in the world, and he is pretty, you know, squishy when it comes to taking that physical damage. So with the Flame Guard, he might be okay this time around. Treant Protector, obviously, Living Armor changes ever since about maybe last summer when Living Armor was kind of nerfed to into the ground. Not nearly as good now, with only 4 damage instances at its first level, so that is something to keep in mind. You mentioned how Treant Protector is a situational pick. I'm not sure if this is the situation, obviously. Going up against a Bat Rider and a Lycan might be okay. He's going to be some sort of an initiator. If he can get towards a Blink Dagger at a certain point, might be okay. But for right now, Treant might be alright. We'll see how it goes. We can't really tell until we get into the game. Bane, on the other hand, a solid pick, especially for shutting down a Lycan. Fiend's Grip is really nice to have. Nightmare on the Bat Rider as well, just to make sure he can't last lasso anybody. I think this is an excellent pick coming out from Ahead Gaming here with the Bane.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting one. I'm not. I mean, I'm not in love with this Terrain Protector pick still. Like, they haven't really followed up with anything that makes me really, really happy to see that they picked it up. And I mean, the next question is, do you really need to pick up a Terrain Protector that early in the draft? I mean,
No.
what are the chances that a Terrain gets banned? Seems pretty low to me.
Yeah.
So maybe they could have grabbed a hero like the Disruptor, like the Slark, the heroes that were banned out, the really strong cores. Or a high impact support, but
right.
Terrain Protector, not exactly what I would call high impact, but maybe they've got something up their sleeves.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking as well. They might make you eat crow here, seeing how it goes with the Terrain Protector. They might have a little bit of an itch strategy, and I don't know, Terrain Protector could be okay, and if they're going just for against the Lycan, then I agree that might not be the best pickup. Still, though, I think that Terrain Protector could do well in this draft. Venomancer are coming out from Aware Gaming right now, so pushing is going to be the name of the game for Aware Gaming. That's not a huge surprise. You want to combo up somebody with the Lycan, and I think Venomancer is the hero that does that. He has those Plague Wards. He can push down towers very fast, obviously, with the help of the Lycan and Necrobook. Obviously, the Wolves there. Clockwork's going to come through here. So, Ahead Gaming are playing less of the, let's kind of, just out-push Aware and more of a let's control the team fight with Clockwork. Let's have initiation. Let's have, just pretty much just be all over in a team fight, have everything controlled, have the cogs up, have the overgrowth going, have a Fiend's Grip up. And I feel like that's going to help them out when it comes to team fighting. The question is, are Aware going to team fight?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I don't think that Aware is really, at least so far, going to be interested in 5v5 engagements because, at least not with a heavy advantage for them first. I mean, they have the Batrider to start that up, but really they're just going to be sending the Lycan to knock down some towers after they kill a couple of heroes. And even in a straight-up team fight, I mean, how good is... I don't know. For me, it seems like Ahead's lineup is very split because on the one hand, they have the Bane and the Clockwork who are really good at like single-target pickoffs. I mean, Cogs has good utility in team fight, but when you think about a Clockwork, hookshot is pretty much always what comes to mind, right? So
yes.
The problem is that they also have this Terrain Protector who pretty much contributes nothing to pickoffs. I mean, Leech Seed, I guess you could argue, is like not horrible, but it's pretty bad. And he's really just concentrating on team fights and helping against the split pushing and maybe protecting a carry. So Ember Spirit, he's kind of got the best of both worlds. That hero is just pretty broke. So.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what they're going for. Have the Ember Spirit dish out the AoE damage and kind of help along with getting pickoffs. And I think that's a pretty versatile lineup they've drafted thus far. Now Aware Gaming are starting to get into the team fight central. They've got the Sand King, so Epicenter and Burrow Strike are a thing. Sniper comes out. I know you're not like the biggest fan of this hero. I personally like it a lot. And in this lineup, it actually might be okay. The problem is he going to be safe? There is Living Armor, which makes him a bit tankier. So I don't know. I think with the Sniper pickup, I think Ahead. I like their draft a lot, but you may disagree.
Actually, I think this is a situation where that Sniper pick's kind of okay for me. I mean, they have a lot to protect him, so I think that's really what you need to make the Sniper excel. I still, like you said, I don't love the hero, but I think that this is maybe the best case scenario for a Sniper. Do you think this is going to be mid-Sniper and Easy Lane Ember, or mid-Ember and Easy Lane Sniper? I'm not sure.
I think because there is so much roaming potential from a Sand King and a Venomancer, that Sniper has to be safe lane farming.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
I think either way, it's kind of... Either hero in that mid lane is going to have a rough time if they're going to roam on him. And it also depends what the mid hero is here. If it's something like maybe, I don't know, something that is maybe sort of a semi-carry and doesn't do that much early on, it might be alright. But if it's just kind of like a controlling hero, maybe like a Puck or something, then Ember or Sniper would have a rough time. So either way, I prefer to see Sniper safe lane and Ember mid, but I don't even know if that's going to matter because I feel like they're both going to get roamed on. So
yeah, I think that's fair. You know a hero that I just like, no one's even considered playing recently? OD. What happened to OD? He's just gone, dude.
I mean, actually, he was played this morning. Illidan played him, and he did all right with him. I mean, it just seems like he takes too long to get up and running now, and with the current metagame, because he needs level like 10 to 11. It's almost like having a Darkseer kind of. It's the same kind of factor.
That's true.
You need experience, and even with the like a 4-staff and stuff, you're not getting all of that much. So I don't know. That's
all right. I can get behind that.
So. It still has, like every hero in Dota, it has its place. Like, it's not going to be picked every game like it used to be. And it also depends on the people that are playing it. So, That's just my thought process on the hero. There is a Taker now coming out from Aware Gaming. That's something that happened while we were discussing the Outworld Devourer. And I think Low Leak, this is an interesting draft coming out from Aware. So there's a lot of split push potential with all 5 of these heroes. Maybe not the Sand King, but everybody else really has that potential. You can even have that Bat Rider get bots eventually, Firefly, Wave. So we are going to jump into the game. It's game number 1 here between Aware and Ahead Gaming. On Ahead side, we have no fear. He'll be on the Clockwork heading up to that top solo safe, or solo off lane, excuse me, Clockwork. Mid lane, Aloha Dance is going to be on the Ember Spirit. He's already got 2 Tangos pooled, a Salve, 2 GG Branches, and a Stout Shield to make sure he avoids all of that right-click damage from Leak. Heading to the jungle as of right now is our Zeke. Will be on the Treant Protector. Has a Quelling Blade, and I'm not sure what he's going to be doing here, but we'll find out soon. He might actually be jungling a Treant Protector. I've seen that before because Leech Seed does give you that regen at least a little bit. So, you know, we'll see if that does work out. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He might.
I think he's setting up choke point jungling.
Yeah, he is. He is going to choke point jungle for our Zeke. That's exactly right. So that's interesting. Wicked Six is going to be on the Bane.
This is weird. All right, continue.
And to round it all out, Seema or Kama, the Slayer, is going to be on the Sniper.
On the other side of things, we've got Aware Gaming. It's going to be Roger on the Venomancer. Sitting in the jungle right now, Streska on the Sand King. Up in the top lane, YMH on the Lycan. The mid lane, Low Leak on the Tinker. And all the way down bottom, the Bat Rider, it's Zakao. And I think that might be wrong, but it's at least kind of close.
The pronunciations are so hard with a lot of these guys, and I haven't had a chance to actually ask them how they pronounce their names, and I don't know if they'd be able to tell me anyway. So
forgive us if we mess it up. But I really like this Tinker pick, actually. I think it's really... You know, yesterday, or I don't remember when this was, a couple days ago, we were talking about a lot of teams are picking farming mid-heroes now, and they have much more aggressive safe laners, and I really like this. I mean, this is actually my personal playstyle middle. Like, I'm a big farming mid, so... I really like it because there's a lot of heroes that benefit from it, like in a huge way. Tinker is definitely one of those.
Yeah, absolutely. On top of that, especially if it goes for the Marching Machine build right now, Aloha might have trouble even with Flame Guard, and I'm not sure how Flame Guard interacts with the Marching Machines because it's not actually magical damage. So
yeah, it doesn't protect it at all.
Really. So yeah, Aloha's gonna have a really rough time then if that's the case. He does have Living Armor to fall back on, as you see right now, but. I think Lolik should have an okay time here. Even early on in the game, he can, I think, just out-level and out-last hit Aloha for right now. So we'll see how it goes. Right now, though, the last hits, 6 going for the Sniper, and that's big. A big problem about Sniper is his base damage early on in the game. If you can start off and have decent last hits, get to Phase Boots and a Mask of Madness, you're going to feel pretty good about yourself. So it's no surprise that he's doing well. Lycan only has 3 last hits in the top lane right now as well, which is very interesting.
Yeah, he's been basically uncontested. I think maybe he was under the tower and missed a couple last hits. I took a glance at the Treant Protector. He's definitely choke point jungling, and he just had one of those tactical jungle deaths once you're out of gold. So he bought a Stout Shield as well. So I guess he's just going to be jungling. I mean, he does have really high right-click damage, so I guess it's not too bad. Plus, you've got Living Armor, which you can use on yourself or other people. It seems okay.
Yeah, it does. It's a bit slow, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's definitely
like
slow.
Any jungler that doesn't use like creeps or anything like that. So it might be tough, I think, starting out with our Zeke. He can maybe start roaming through eventually, but he's not the best roaming ganker either. So if he's in the jungle, he's not going to bring much to a lane. He's not going to be able to run out and leech seed somebody, assuming Zako's playing that correctly. I mean, he is going to go for Boots of Speed already. Bat Rider's going to jump into the jungle, take a couple of camps, and even just contest the pull real quick of Wicked Sick. Nightmare's going to go, though, and he makes sure he actually wants to do the damage here. There is Brain Sap. I don't know if this is enough to get the kill. Wicked Sick's going to try. Brain Sap not in range, though. He couldn't get it off before he left. Wicked Sick is just going to return to, of course, jungling and pulling as of right now. But so far, so good. Only 1 death, and that's from, of course, the Treant Protector. No first blood as of yet.
And I really like this build in mid lane for Lelik. He grabbed the 1 level in Laser, which you pretty much just need as level 1 Tinker. Oh, top lane, though, no fear. He's trying to get out of here, but I'm not sure this is going to work out for him. This looks like the first blood.
Living Armor is going to keep him alive for an extra second there, but it is going to be Yamaha picking it up, and whenever you get a safe lane farmer getting first blood, that's generally pretty bad. Yeah, so
not good, especially a Lycan.
At this point, he can move right into getting close to his Vlads at least, or he already has boots as well. So Ring of Protection, Basilius is going to be done. That might fly out to him. He can just buy it at the side shop as well, and then of course get the Morbid Mask a little bit later. So Lycan does get first blood, but keep in mind he's only at 16 CS right now, whereas the Sniper is sitting at 22. The Bat Rider's not in this land anymore to regen up, so Bat Rider not having the best time either. March of the Machine's going, Aloha Dance taking a bit of damage with that. That is level 2 March. This is when it starts to hurt a bit. When it gets to level 3, then it's going to be really problematic for Aloha Dance. Don't even get me started on level 4.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, I mean, you get one level in laser just because you need the blind to try to take advantage of blast hits. But wow, No Fear died again.
Yeah, that's just how the poison sting damage and the burrow strike coming through. But
That's really bad. I mean, it's the howl on top of the poison sting damage. This Venomancer is just making his life horrible.
yeah, that's a disgusting amount of damage. So No Fear's got to somehow stay alive and get experience at the same time. And he's on a clockwork, so he only needs to get to 6. But yeah, he is level 2 right now. That's not very good for an offlaner. Batrider's not too far ahead. He's only at level 3, but at least he's got an extra level on him. Ember Spirit, Searing Chains going to Lilik. The blind does go from the laser, and Aloha Dance has to back off now. But you know, Lilik's having an okay start. He's got a null talisman. I think his bottle's crowing out with boots as well, so he'll try to get to those early bots. 9 minutes is the time we usually see it, but not sure if it's going to be the case this time around.
It's a bit harder on Dire because you don't have the really easy access to the Ancients, but it looks like Sand King is at least thinking about stacking for him. Yeah, he stacked this camp over here, so I think he'll have those at a reasonable time.
Yeah. I mean, and that's good. The fact that Sand King's actually helping out his Tinker, he knows where the bread and butter is going to be made this game. It's going to be from the Tinker. So right now, Streska backing off with boots. He's almost got his Arcanes because of those kills happening on No Fear. They're looking to go on him again, potentially. You see Streska's in the river right now, looking for a Broshrik. On the high ground is the Venomancer. He does hit the Venomous Gale. Cogs are going to go, so now it's impossible, I think, for Streska to go on this. So luckily, nice Cogs to, of course, get Streska out of the way. No Fear going to back off as he sees that burrowing Sand King walk up the freaking hill, because that's scary. He's just like, oh god, don't burrow strike me, please. So
yeah, Streska's only put 1 level in Burrow Strike. He's gone for the 2 levels in Sandstorm build, so I think he might actually be the one who's taking these stacks.
And that actually is going to help a lot. Not only will they get him to Arcanes, they can also get an early Blink Dagger as well. And that's something I think a lot of people don't do when they're playing in pubs or when they're playing Sand King for one of the few times. You could just, of course, like he's doing right now, even if they're going to keep running away, this is still not bad. Like, they're going to all die eventually, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Better than jungling Treant, I would argue.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I don't think anybody disagrees with that. Treant Protector is level 4, mind you. You know, he's playing as a support. The Sand King also is level 4. So they're actually pretty even, but Streska, of course, getting those assist kills was pretty nice, so, you know, we'll see how it goes. Vlad's is now done for the Lycan up in that top lane, and now we'll see maybe him go into a Medallion, or, of course, you can always build in straight into that Necro Book, which, you know, it depends on what you want to do. Also, all the meanwhile, Aware Gaming Zako has stacked up their Ancient stack here, just to make sure that Lilik has a way to get his bots rather quick.
Yeah, that's the ticket right there. Sand King is going to be the one taking these stacks. He does probably need something on the Dire side to make sure he gets those at a quick time, but he is almost halfway there. He's farming very well. I mean, he's missed a couple of last hits, but despite what's probably a small lane advantage for Tinker, the problem is you still have to be very careful because if you overextend it all into the lane, Sleight of Fist, Chains, and maxed out Flame Guard can still kill you very easily.
Yeah, especially on a squisher hero like a Tinker, so he does have to play a little bit more cautiously. So right now, I'd argue that Aware are just getting a lot more out of the map than Ahead
Yeah,
are.
I think so.
Because yes, you have a jungling Treant Protector, but what is that really accomplishing you? Not a whole lot. Whereas if you look at the Sand King, his farm is going so much quicker because of Sandstorm and the ability that it is. On top of that, they'll have an Ancient stack to work with. Lycan is in a dual lane top right now. The only thing I'd argue is that Seema's just having a better time all around.
He almost has a Blink Dagger. This is insane.
Yeah,
I think he's just going to go right for it.
Yeah, he should. He doesn't need to go Arcanes at this point. You can go for those and get a bit more mana, but Blink Dagger first is probably a better idea, especially considering he's almost level 6. So he can actually change the course of the game very early on here.
Oh, yeah.
His actions can define these team fights. So we'll see how it goes for Streska right now. He's got to be careful to make sure he gets to that Blink Dagger before he gets ganked or something along those lines, or he participates in a team fight. And I'm sure Aware are saying the same thing, like saying, okay, listen, let's just farm for a bit. Let's make sure we have our items, and then we'll go for a tower or two to push or something along those lines. All the meanwhile, Ahead, they're really relying on the sniper pick. He does have 59 last hits. He's going for a Maelstrom build. Not a big surprise there. Top lane, a bit of aggression on this tier 1 tower. How's going to go? I don't know if they can defend this. They're going to fortify. No level 6 even close for No Fear, I believe. He's only level 3 right now. Brain Sap came through to try to push this back from Wicked Sick. These wards are going to go down, so they are chipping away at this push and pushing it back themselves. But I don't know. If they get another hero up here from Aware, they could definitely take this tower down.
I mean, the other thing... Oh, well, that answers the question. I was wondering if Treant can even afford to Living Armor towers if he's, like, tromping around the jungle. He's pretty low now. I guess this choke point jungling is conserving his life total decently well, but... Wow. Oh, God.
Somebody got peeped. I missed it.
Yeah, bottom lane.
Yeah, Zako goes down, and just as Clockwork is having a bad time in that top lane, Batrider's not having much of a better one either in that bottom lane. He doesn't even have his Tranquils yet, and he's down right now. He's level 5, so he does have an experience advantage over the Clockwork. Clockwork is the lowest level in the game on an off-lane hero, so know if you're having a bit of a rough time, and this is why we don't necessarily see Clockwork all that often anymore. He used to be first pick, first ban material, but as of right now, it's just easy to take him down with the right lineup. That being Yamaha, Roger, as well as the Sand King, who is actually going back home, I think, to buy his Blink Dagger. In fact, he already bought it. That's taken care of. Yeah, that is a 9-minute Blink Dagger on a support Sand King. That is disgusting.
I mean, the thing is, Aware is already doing, like, pretty well in this game. The kills are pretty even, but I think both me and you agree that they're fairly ahead in terms of the way they're utilizing their farms, so this could be really huge. This could easily also just turn around this bottom lane. Like, a sniper can never live through an epi barrel strike. Like, no way.
No, he can barely even live through a burst strike.
I mean, they might suspect he has blink already, but how can you actually say he has?
What did he just do there? Why did he do that? He ran up through the wave, got Burrow strike. Now he's getting sticky napalm strike. One more right click should do the job. He's kind of speedy with phase boots. Burrow up in 3 seconds. They're gonna get the kill without it. So Sniper, did you see what he just did there?
Yeah, kind of just wandered up.
That was
yeah, that's bad. I mean, he didn't even have to use Epi. Now he can go middle and try to kill Ember, something like that. He does have to be very careful here. There's a couple of supports middle, but jeez, that was not good. Without even having to expend an ultimate, that Blink Dagger's already been huge.
Yeah, I think that was a misclick coming out from the Sniper, so he goes down, and that's a big pickup for Aware. Bot should be done for the Tinker right now. Looks like he purchased them up. They're going to fly it to him right now. He already has a point in rearm, mind you. He's going to TP home, get some regen real quick, and now he's going to start being kind of annoying throughout the entire course of the game. So here we go, Tinker. Bot's already online, a bit late, not necessarily at 9 minutes, but pretty close anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Seema down in that bottom lane. Zako trying to go on him with the Firefly. Bot's coming in for the Tinker. He's got no way to really initiate. There's going to be the heat-seeking missile. Zako wants a lasso. Look at the range for this. They finally get him. They get the March Machines as well. This is a dive. Nobody is TPing. Seema's probably calling for his teammates. Please, somebody, anybody, look how much of a dive this is. And finally, the TP comes through a bit late. They might get a kill on Lalik. He's going to try to TP away. Searing Chains, was that going to stop it? Absolutely will. Lalik about to fall. Not enough damage from the right click. The Flame Guard. What? He missed because, of course, the laser. Lalik's still alive. There's the Brain Sap to grab the kill, but a bit later than anticipated. All the while, they lose No Fear in the top lane again to the Lycan, I believe.
I think he misclicked or something. Yeah, he just DC'd. Because he was TPing, and then he wasn't. He should have lived there.
The Tinker?
And then something. Yeah, he started.
He got Searing Chains. Doesn't that cancel TP?
No, he got Searing Chains after he stopped TPing.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Because he was basically done, and then Ember came in, and then he Searing Chains. I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe the Searing Chains canceled it, but I think he canceled it himself, to be honest.
Yeah, not the best thing to happen to this Tinker right now. He's down for 28 seconds. Still, he's a Tinker, so one death is not going to be the end of him. He'll be back up. He'll take this Ancient stack, and that'll be a pretty big influx of gold. They can even do it as a team if they really want to, but I don't know if that's necessary considering how March of the Machines work. So, as of right now, it's a 5,000 net worth for the Lycan, so he is in the lead. Next is going to be the Sniper player with 4,600. He's died twice. He does have his Maelstrom, so if he could stay alive in these fights, he could start dishing out the damage here. The question is, though, how far back does he have to stay to be, I guess, safe in these scenarios, especially against a Batrider and a Blink Daggered Sand King?
Yeah, that's the issue. There's going to be double Blink Dagger up very soon, and then it's going to be really hard for a Sniper to actually stay safe. The next problem is that Tinker pretty soon is going to have some decent damage. I mean, now that the March is maxed out, Rockets and Laser are both incredibly damaging for a Sniper. He only has 700 HP at this point.
He's a glass cannon. This time less so because he doesn't have a Mask of Madness. He might go for that, but I think that'd be a very questionable build in this game for that reason alone. So Seema's going to have to play a bit carefully. Roaming through the jungle, smoked up is the Sand King. He's going to run into 3 heroes, and this is questionable because he's got no help right now. It'd be better to go bottom because that's where Zako is. That's where TP from the Tinker is as well.
Oh, he might get a free kill here, though.
Yeah, he's going to actually go for the epicenter right now. Seema in a lot of trouble. He does have phase boots. The blink ahead right now. Not enough damage, however. No mana for a blink or a burrow strike coming through. Hook shot from No Fear, saving Seema's life. You can see Streska in a lot of trouble. They put the sentry down. The brain sap as well. They get a kill. A bit too aggressive from that Sand King, even with the blink dagger. He had no arcanes for the burrow strike to secure that kill on Seema.
Radiant's top tower is under
That was a bit unfortunate. I think you have to go for that, though. Like, the potential reward for trying to kill a sniper right there is huge. It's unfortunate that he died, but I think it's probably worth the risk.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that you kind of had to take that opportunity. But while that was all happening, Yamaha's just putting pressure on this tier 2 tower top. And our Zek finally comes in to help out. He has the living armor to help. Medallion is up now in the Lycan. He's got a belt of strength. And I don't think that's a full Necro flying out, but I'm wrong. It is a full Necro flying out to Yamaha right now. So Necro 1 already done. Medallion's going to be up. Didn't put it on our Zek. Leech Seed's going to go. Yamaha getting slowed down. He actually doesn't have any mana. He does now to, of course, shapeshift if necessary. He's got to be careful in the meantime. Roaming top as well as Wicked Sick. He has Fiend's Grip, and this might be enough for a kill. They're getting a couple of other heroes here to try to, of course, take this down. Nightmare's going to go first. Courier, not able to deliver it. It does deliver the Necro Book. Now the Fiend's Grip's going to go. Do they have enough damage here? No Fear needs to cogs right now. No, he doesn't even need to. The Bane gets the kill just with Fiend's Grip. It's a long enough duration to secure it, and all the while, everyone else from Aware is down bottom.
Yeah, this game, I think Aware hasn't really been able to capitalize too well on the advantage they had in the early game. Now there's a Blink Dagger on the leak, so it looks like he's just going to be going for the very split portion-oriented style build. I mean, this is pretty much what we expect from the Tinker at this point.
Yeah, it's just going to be him in a lane, push it with Marching Machines, back up, go home, regen up, rinse, repeat for another about, I guess, half an hour or so. He might try to fight occasionally.
Yeah. I think maybe with the Batrider, there's a chance that they decide to hook up for a gank in the lane. Maybe we'll be able to tell a lot easier from his next item choice. If he goes for something like a Dagon, then he'll be looking for some very active engagements. Dagon, I think, is actually very good against this team.
And it's a good item for Tinker.
Yeah, it's great on Tinker.
It's really nice. He's got the mana pool to use it, to continue to use it with rearm as well. He's got 1 point into rearm right now, so the mana cost is not too huge. It's 150. Some people like to stay at level 2 rearm just to make sure they have that mana pool. We might see a fight coming out from Aware, though. Bots back home real quick. Hook shot in. That's going to be no fear. That's a brave hook shot. Poison Nova might go here in a second. There's the Ember Spirit. Poison Nova does fly. Roger is going to fall, but not before he gets off his entire arsenal. Burrow Strike, Epicenter. Wicked Sick, Lasso as well. Aloha is low. Trying to Flame Remnant away. He will. Blink forward. Lolik gets a triple kill with the March and the Heat-Seeking Missiles. Just too much damage coming out from Aware Gaming right now. They take 3 and the tier 2 tower top as well for Yamaha.
Yeah, Lycan wasn't even there. Just decided he'd rather take down a tower, and they still... Man, that Tinker cleaning up there is very bad, because if he accelerates towards some kind of damage item next, there's just going to be nothing that your team can do. Like, there's no way that Sniper can really farm safely now without just standing way, way, way back, because if he TP's on a lane and you have Blink Dagger and a Dagon, like, you're completely dead.
You're going to die.
Just open up with the laser, and then he can't do anything.
Yeah, and because they have the Lasso, because they have Burrow Strike, they might not need a Scythe of Vibes, which is generally what you might see for Tinker. So I think maybe Dagon is the best option here for Aware Gaming's Tinker Low League. So I'm not sure. He has actually 1,900 gold in the bank right now. He does have a Null Talisman, which would indicate at some point he could go for a Dagon. The recipe is, I think it's 1,300, I believe. So,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, so actually 1,250. So he's not too far away. He needs, let's see, he's about 250 away, right?
Yeah, a couple hundred gold, not a lot.
Yeah, so...
I think you can go like Dagon 1 and then get cheap and then max Dagon. That's pretty okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people also think maybe just maxing the Dagon is better, but it kind of depends. I mean, the Sheep is fairly good against Ember Spirit, so I think he'll probably pick that up at some point. He also could just go like full damage, getting like Dagon E-Blade or something.
Yeah. Honestly...
Doesn't really matter as long as he buys something, I think.
Dagon E-Blade would be, I think, a treat to watch. I haven't actually seen it too much on a Tinker, but it certainly would be a disgusting amount of damage.
It's hilarious. And you can even make it so the way it works is if you cast the missiles beforehand and then E-Blade them, then the missiles still land, so you can get like ridiculous amounts of damage.
Yep. So I mean, the skill cap for the hero is obviously very high, and you can add in a ton of damage to it. It's just fun to watch, I think. So
it's awesome.
I think a lot of us just kind of wish we were better at Tinker. Just that hero just seems to be... It's difficult. It's not unplayable.
It's a lot of mechanics.
Yes.
It's a very like you really have to grind to be good with that hero and just really learn the mechanics, sort of like Invoker.
Absolutely. I think Invoker is a little bit more forgiving because
Yeah, I'd agree.
even though you're using more buttons, once you figure out the combination of spells and once you figure out how to level the hero and itemize him, he's just a bit easier. I mean,
Yeah, especially with Quaswex now being
yeah, like you throw a tornado down, you throw an EMP down, you throw a meatball down. Those are all easy spells to like use. Whereas, I mean, knowing how to rearm, knowing where to be on the map, just positioning wise, I think Tinker's a bit difficult. Making sure you have a blink dagger, even winning your laning stage is a bit difficult going for the March build. So some people might disagree with that, but I personally think Tinker's one of the harder heroes in Dota 2.
I mean, I think if you go the March build, winning your lane is actually pretty hard. Like, yeah, it's really hard to like actually win your lane against most heroes. I mean, you can almost. The good news about March is it's a really safe build. It pretty much makes it so you can always break even. But it's very, very difficult to really get ahead with that unless your person you're playing against is just not paying attention at all.
Yeah. The
So
thing is, the March damage does increase. Like I talked about, level 2 and 3 are really nice, and that actually can push some heroes out of the lane if
yeah,
you are
that's
laning
true.
against them. So there is that factor, but then again, you have to factor in: are you bottle crowing? Are you getting rune control? How are you doing in terms of are you getting ganked? Who are you laning against? So there's all these factors for Aware and for I guess for Tinker players in general. Well, Leak right now, I think I'd say he won his lane against that Ember Spirit. That Ember,
Yeah, I think so.
I think the CS was roughly even, but you know when you can get like a 9 or 10 minute BOTs, you're probably doing okay for yourself
Yeah.
in that lane. So
The problem for them is like they had to keep the sniper safe with the Bane, and then the next thing is that this Treant like he can't provide pressure, he can't gank a Tinker,
yeah,
so Tinker just like can't do anything, you
yeah.
know?
And the more I think about that pick, and you were talking about it in the draft, it's less about you were talking about kind of defending against the split push and healing up your towers. And if that was the case, if that's why you picked that hero, then I think maybe it was a
Yeah,
mistake.
jungle.
Because first of all, yeah, he went to the jungle. He tried to choke point jungle. He did die to a neutral, which may or may not have been intentional. And then on top of that, like you're talking about, you can't really gank with this hero, especially you know Leech Seed is okay. I'd argue that it's an okay ability on that hero, but when it comes to like you need to be in lane and you need to be ready to go to gank. You can't really come out of the jungle and just expect to have something go your way. Nightmare is obviously good at setting it up, but even so, what is it providing you other than a nice little slow to try to kill that hero? So. Maybe jungling Treant Protector is the new meta, and we're just a little bit behind the 8 ball here. But I mean, I usually am, so I guess that's not really a big surprise. But
I don't know. I mean,
Greg's not too convinced here.
I've never really liked that hero, and I think maybe I think there was potential for it to be okay, but I think they should have just maybe sat him in lane and then had the Bane go ganking, because the fact that this Tinker has only died in that bottom lane when that whatever that weird thing happened
Yeah.
is really bad. Like Tinker early is pretty defenseless. Like you just run at him and he can't really do much. And when you already have an Ember who can chain him down, like a Brain Sap and a Nightmare would have easily been enough to probably kill him. So I don't know. I mean, I think maybe just a little bit of mislaning from ahead.
Yeah, I'd even argue the draft as well, but
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
it's not like they've lost yet. Obviously,
No.
this is a tough game. They are down 5,000 gold right now, which is a bit. Once again, not insurmountable, but at 15 minutes, it certainly is not comfortable.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah, and then 4,000 experience that is on top of that for Aware Gaming here as well. So, and it's only going to get more and more disgusting as the game moves on here, and if they continue to take fights and continue to push down towers, because now you're getting to a point where Lycan just kind of sat there like a brood on their top, took the towers. Now he'll start going to different lanes, helping out his team when it comes to team fighting, because he is going to be getting a Necro 2 very soon. His Necro 1's already done. His Necro 2, the recipe is about to be on the courier once he gets a couple more last hits, and then all of a sudden the towers are going to start becoming food for both him, the Tinker, the Venomancer, whoever may be pushing them down. So it's a situation, and we go back to the sniper pickup as well, where a couple items that sniper's a decent carry, and he can dish out the damage, but there's a lot that he has to deal with in terms of getting ganked here, and we talked about that before as well. So
I mean, some carries you say are like 2-item carries. Sniper's like a 3-item carry. Like he needs so much farm. It's sort of similar to Mirana, but Mirana actually has skills that do things. So I don't know. I mean, this is I think they had potential to make the sniper pick work, but unfortunately, when you let both a Lycan and a Tinker just do whatever they want, I don't know how you can really expect to win after that.
yeah,
Because like Lycan, the cool thing is like Tinker's great at pushing out lanes, right? But he's not actually good at killing towers.
Yes.
They've got the Lycan for that, so that's
Yes.
pretty neat. So they also, I just really like their team comp. I mean, all their heroes,
They all
like
do things.
all their heroes do shit. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the key, I think, for
That's the North American
sports right
staple
now.
saying is just like, do your heroes do shit? If they don't, you might not win the game. You need do shit heroes in the game, and honestly, I think that's the case for all 5 of these. They all do something in their own right. You might argue that on the side of Ahead, they don't have all 5 of those heroes as do shit heroes because I don't think a Treant kind of fits that role. But God, what is
And Bane doesn't even do anything when you just sit there. Like, it's not the hero's okay, but he's only been able to just kind of like hang out with the sniper. He's got picked up a couple kills, I guess, but
yeah, the Fiend's Grip really helped out against the Lycan, but that's only 1 kill that they've got going their name. I think they've only used Fiend's Grip once, which I mean isn't too surprising. He just turned 6 like a couple minutes ago. He's level 8 now, so they need to get a couple more ganks going on the Lycan or on somebody realistically. But what is it with us and pauses and Techlabs Cup 2014? I just don't.
I don't know. Dude, you should have known when you invited me to come cast for it today. Like, you know, it's gonna be Pause City.
Well, I didn't think it was gonna be like I don't know, a jinxing kind of thing where it's like Greg has now joined you as a caster. All of a sudden, there will be pauses.
Incoming
for days.
pauses.
Like,
whatever. As long this one has to be shorter than the last one.
well,
so.
you say that you say that, and then you jinx it, but by saying that, so.
Yeah. I hope not.
I hope you guys enjoy our voices because we'll be here for the next like 4 hours probably. So.
But I don't know. I mean, I think there was a chance for Ahead. I think they missed it. I think that ship has sailed. The train went by. They missed their stop, etc., etc.
I always get flamed when I say something is done or over or something like that, so I like to keep it open-ended. And I think that Ahead, I honestly do think Ahead do have a chance at this game. It's just a very,
I guess
very
with the
slim
Ember,
chance.
there's always a chance. That hero's just
Ember
so
and a
busted.
Sniper, even to a certain extent. Yeah, there is a chance. And there's always a chance in Dota because who knows? Maybe your team's going to throw. Maybe Aware is going to say, let's push down mid and fight in a fight that we don't have any of our abilities, and then we all die, and then we lose towers, and all of a sudden...
Maybe the Tinker disconnects them in the middle of the team fight.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that's exactly... That's
a very real possibility at this point.
Yes, this is Dota. Like, much like in any other sport, anything can happen. You know, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything is possible, according to Kevin Garnett, so...
Well, let's take a look at the couriers here. It's time for courier inspection time.
What kind of...
I like this panda.
Coco the Courageous. Are you looking at... You're looking at the Darwin, right?
Yeah.
It's like a Tanuki from...
I don't know what that
I
is.
think it's like a Japanese animal. I mean, if you think about Mario... Like,
Dude, it
he
looks
wears
like a
Tanuki
it
suit,
looks
it's
like a red
raccoon.
panda.
I think Tanuki means raccoon, I'm pretty sure. It might be a red panda.
Well, it could be a raccoon. It's kind of like a... I could see this being a raccoon.
Did I just use the same word for raccoon? Alright, you know what? Listen. I'm in showcase mode.
Dude, I think this is a raccoon with like a bear face. That's kind of where I'm at.
Isn't that what a Tanuki is? Maybe I'm crazy.
I don't know what a Tanuki is, dude.
I don't know why I'm asking. I wasn't like I'm asking the chat and like, all right, you know, listen. The cast
On
is
the other
getting
side,
real clowny, real quick, guys. So.
Cluckles the Brave. This is one of my favorite couriers. I like this one. He's neat.
Which one's this?
Cluckles the
Oh,
Brave.
the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. He's got the strapped-on jetpacks.
Oh wait, we gotta find a ward. We gotta find a heads ward. Where is it? There it is. Click on one of the heads wards and then just look at the name of it. I think you've seen this before, probably.
Oh my god, I didn't know it was this team.
Yeah, it's a head. It's Browser 6 camera. I'm a big fan of their wards, so
Spotted. There it is.
yeah.
All of its glory. Dude, what a great thing Showcase Mode is.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. I actually wish I could get away with using it in the middle of a team fight, but that would be awful. That's like,
Weapus does sometimes.
does he really?
Yeah. At the end of team fights, if there's like a hero running away, sometimes he launches it into Showcase Mode and follows them, watches them die.
Yeah, Weapus is a good camera controller. He's a good guy.
Top level camera, Weapus.
I think I gave him some of my like console commands. I don't know if he's using them or not. I don't know. I don't really. Maybe. He's a good guy too. Whoops, is a nice guy.
Well, hopefully we're getting unpaused here. They're saying things in Russian. Oh god.
Disclaimer: we don't know Russian.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You know what, Greg? I don't think we're ever casting with each other again because I can't take this a third time. I just can't do it. I can't do it, man. It's just I don't know what it is about us and pauses and ridiculous games, but it just we should call it quits, man.
We're done with Techlabs, dude.
I think we're just done with Dota in general.
Can't do this anymore, man.
Just like, it's all right. You know, it's the last series of the day. I got nothing going on after this. At least I was planning to play a lot of ranked matchmaking once I got out of low priority, which
You were in low
yeah,
prio?
I was in low prio.
Oh god. Dude, I only play like a couple ranked games. That's a nix.
It does.
Oh Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't know Russian, but that
So,
looks
it looks like nix
it does,
to
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Oh god. Well, I'm glad that we could get a time from
ETA
them.
no English is what he responded with. Yamaha he refuses. I'm gonna ask in the Skype chat.
Oh
That Russian
god.
dialogue.
Help. Help. Yeah, I delete that Skype chat.
I know.
I can help. Oh god.
Fastest man alive. I honestly I love CIS all chat. It's almost like NA Dota all chat, but a little bit less flamey. You know.
I mean, you don't know what they're saying in Russian.
That's true. That's a good point. I can't make that argument until
He
I
could
actually,
be
like,
insulting his mother or something.
Yeah,
Who
that's
knows?
true. That's true. That's a good point. So, I do sometimes miss the NA Dota all chat, but hopefully we'll get a bit more of that in the future. Yeah.
Cough.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Disconnect. Oh my God! Please, Arzik, no!
Oh, no!
God, this
Going
is
the
how it
wrong
started.
way. How can you do this to me? I got things to do.
Greg is going to a rehearsal for what I would imagine is an orchestral rehearsal, or
Yeah, it's
a band
wind
rehearsal.
ensemble. Yeah, wind ensemble.
Nice, playing that instrument, man.
Yeah, I'm playing that trumpet. You know,
Mhm.
gotta blow the horn.
Whoa, dude! I was talking about playing instruments, man. Come on, why you gotta be?
Yeah,
like
it's called the horn. You know, blow the horn.
that? Well, guys, we don't have an ETA. I think they said 5 minutes at one point. So if you're expecting any sort of like heads up on what's happening, I think your best option is to learn Russian. And if you know Russian, I'd like to invite you in the chat to say what you see, because that'd really help us a lot. Like, be really nice. Yeah. Okay. So if you know Russian,
Looking for a Russian translator.
exactly. That'd be great. We're not paying though. No, we're not paying, so it's unpaid work.
Hugs, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what?
Can we pay in hugs?
Hugs? Oh, I thought you said pugs. It's like, what? Dogs? No. Yeah, I guess we could pay in hugs. Just hire Team E-Hug or something.
E-hugs are good huggers, man.
They
Well,
are.
Ryu was the good hugger, and now Rip.
Yeah, Pantego had an okay hug. I don't think we hugged Sheep, though.
I didn't hug Sheep, no.
No, we didn't hug
Ryu's a good hugger, though.
Yeah. Ryu was a good hugger. Rip Ryu.
Rip Ryu. He's dead now.
Yep. Does he even play Don't anymore? He's gonna follow the Beatus path of
He's-
success.
Nah, dude, he's playing with,
Oh, yeah, that's right. He has a new team.
I guess, yeah.
What is that team called?
I don't know.
They don't
Team
know.
Nate Rock. That's what I'm
So
calling
wait,
it.
it's Nayrok, Lust, Ryu.
Fanny and Rhyme.
Is it the two? No.
No, I don't think so.
Wait, who was the last one?
Fanny and Rhyme.
Oh yeah, Rhyme, yeah. Fanny actually he played pretty legit in E-Hug versus Liquid. Like he was a mid Vengeful Spirit and he had some really good roams. So it was like mid Vengeful. He was like dual laning mid, so he roamed on like other heroes, like in top and bottom, and he did alright. So
I like. How do you feel about Core Venge? I'm a big fan.
of who?
Core Vengeful Spirit.
I
I like it as like a mid game aggressive carry. I think it's cool.
feel like you're not.
You can
gonna
do a lot
get-
of damage.
You're not going to get enough right-click damage, I feel like, to be like more effective than your Magic Missile and your Howl of Terror, your Wave of Terror.
I don't know. If you get like an SNY, you can blow people up, dude.
I guess so.
It's insane. Well, I like.
He is an agility hero, so I should say, it is a she.
Get like SNY and then Deso, and you can just pop people.
Yeah, they'll die real quick. But how often are you going to be safe enough for that kind of farm?
Well, it's pretty. I mean, you're like, you have missile to like defend yourself and stuff. I don't know. It's pretty good. Wow, KJ,
I like
you played
these guys.
flat clarinet. Rip.
I honestly, that's the fact that this person Yamaha just said.
Oh my God, he apologized.
Like I love that. I don't think
I don't think that's ever happened before.
I love Aware right now. That's awesome. And I don't want to feel like I don't want to like make it seem like we need to be apologized to because this is like
I
our
demand
job.
apologies.
Like, but um, like that's really cool, because people in NA don't do that. They just flame me. They just There was a join Dota League game. It was EHUG versus EG, and Artur said some choice words about me in all chat. I have to find that because I was going to use that for something.
Oh, what a player! What a player Artur is.
And then on NA Dota, he's like, vote for best caster. He put me down. I'm like, yes, got it.
Easy.
And then Grant beat me.
Wow.
Rip it. So hopefully we'll be back in the game in a bit of time. When do you have to go? Out of curiosity, I'm just curious, but
Somewhere in the vicinity of 5:45.
okay.
So if it's a 2-game series, it shouldn't be an issue.
Right.
If it goes to 3, then I probably can't do the last one.
I also did all of the stuff this morning alone, so I don't need you.
I don't need you. I'm an independent woman.
I'm a strong, independent caster who don't need no woman, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we're never gonna cast Techlabs together again, I guess.
I think not.
This is unfortunate.
What is it? Like they just say, "Oh, it's what is it?"
Dude, they see us and I'm like, man, I bet those guys could use a pause so they can talk to each other.
You know what's gonna happen next? My
Your internet's gonna go down
in the middle of the cast. For anyone wondering, that happened yesterday. I don't know why, but it did.
Dude,
so.
Time Warner, top level service.
Oh yeah, just the absolute best in customer satisfaction in terms of ISPs. They're right up there with Google Fiber, or whatever it's called. I think it's Google Fiber.
Yeah.
Okay, well. See, if we ever made a studio, we'd need to move to Kansas City or wherever they have fiber.
Oh my god, $10 amazing internet.
Here's 1 terabit a second or whatever it is. I'm sure it's not 1 terabit, but that'd be awesome.
It's a lot. Why does everyone think that me and you and me and Cobble Guy sound the same?
I think that's with a lot of casters. Someone said that I sounded the same as Vikramon. I'm like, you're not listening to the same person.
Yeah, you're not listening very carefully.
I think we do sound kind of similar, you and I.
I guess. I don't know. I guess it's kind of close. But every time me and KU cast together, and me and Cobble Guy, I always glance at the comments on the VODs or something. It's like I couldn't tell who was who. I'm like, what?
I don't know how that happens. Because Cobble Guy,
Cobble Guy sounds nothing like us.
He's got a pretty distinct voice, so.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, I'm gonna get my brother into casting one day because he sounds exactly like me. So he literally looks and sounds exactly like me.
Stand-in, your brother?
No, I mean it's not even a stand-in. We'll just cast together, and then they'll have no idea who's talking. Not that he really knows that much about Dota, so he'd probably be like, "That's a cool hero. Haven't played him yet. I'd probably get Blink Dagger on it."
You're like Pyrian Flax, dude.
That's true, but my brother doesn't have the same kind of humor as Pyrian. Sadly, he's not a very funny person. He's kind of funny, but. Mott has dissociative identity disorder. One of him is a swim instructor, an exhibitionist, and one is a trumpet player. That sounds like me. An exhibitionist. You're acting as if I walk around nude around my house or something.
You don't?
I don't know.
I'm not wearing pants right now.
It's good to know. Very excellent. Good to know. Mm-hmm. It's a little too cold for that here.
Dude, the heat doesn't turn off in my apartment.
Well, that's awesome. But
I have both my windows open right now.
That can't be too cheap, though.
It's great, man. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah,
it's really wonderful. Exactly what I'm looking for when I look for apartments is, does your heat turn off? No, it does not. Perfect.
Well, can't you get that fixed?
You would think so, but
no. Well,
that's not in my experience, at least.
Man, I think a couple of the series are ending right now, so we're gonna get some more viewers, and they're just gonna show up and be like, "What the hell's happening? Who are these people, and why are they talking?" Just so. Oh man, this is getting up there in pause time, man. It's actually not even a joke anymore. It's not even a joke.
I guess his internet's not working.
How long can we entertain people until there's a riot? I wonder.
I think quite a while, dude.
Are we that entertaining?
I don't know. I think we got some stuff to talk about.
Like what?
I don't know. We already
Oh.
talked about Artor, so
We can
that.
talk about the whole liquid thing, because that happened yesterday, right?
Oh yeah. So Fluff's gone. Rip
Yeah,
Fluff.
that's actually really sad, because Fluff's a nice guy, and he was one of my favorite supports, but it makes
But
sense
you
that they
can't
needed a
say that
change.
shit and then lose.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't do that.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, can't you just can't do that.
I don't know. It's that's rough, man. I understand like the necessity of making a blog, like talking about what's happening, but you can't like be, I think, that aggressive when you're talking about stuff. Just be like, we're in a slump right now. We're working our best to figure things out. Done. That's it. Like that's a good blog post.
I mean, I think he could have just written the blog and then just sent it to his teammates, right? Like, not posted it on the freaking internet.
That also would work as well.
Yeah. So who do you think's gonna replace him?
We talked about it. I mean, I think
You know,
someone
dude,
said
there's no way it's Jimmy. If it's Jimmy,
I don't think
I'll
it's
be
Steven.
very surprised.
I also don't think it's Steven, but who knows? I think it's probably Theban, 1437.
But okay, so the other thing is Online Kingdom made a Facebook page and a Twitter account today.
Who are they going to pick up?
Theban, dude.
And
Theban. He doesn't
who
need to go
else?
to Liquid.
How funny would it be if Beatus got back in Dota and like he didn't?
Oh my god, and played on Online Kingdom.
I'd be so down with that. Just
Beatus is
because-
never playing Pro Dota again. We
No,
both
he's
know
not.
that.
He's not going to do it. He just like he lost all will to play this game, and I don't blame him for as long as he's been playing Han and Dota. So
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah, and it's but I don't know, man. Online Kingdom, they said a new team is forming. So, and Theban also had a very cryptic tweet, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, like I'm sure we don't know anything.
I actually know nothing about this, so
Yeah, so
yeah, I don't know.
we know things, just not things.
We know things, but not this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some things that I do know, but this is not one of them. Aware, please, guys. I can't handle this. My mojo's gone. Somebody help. Send help.
I wish I could copy and paste this into Google Translate.
They should have it where it just shows up in the console as well as the chat. So I'm surprised they don't actually. But
Well,
it happens. So everybody, I want to ask, how are you guys doing today? Hope everyone's good.
dude, I woke up. Want to hear my day today? It's been a crazy day. I woke up,
For it.
had a job interview on the phone. Had a phone interview at 9 o'clock, and then I went to campus, had another interview at 10:30. Then I went to class, and then I went to another class, and now I'm here. It's been a busy day. And now I have rehearsal after, so you know we're just jamming it full, dude. I need to sleep or something.
Well, you'll be able to do that after rehearsal probably. So
Sure, yeah. Sleep when you're dead.
my day was I've just been casting. I played.
Yeah, you got up early today too. I saw that early tweet.
Yeah, it was a little early. Yesterday was awful because actually Time Warner dropped my internet yesterday morning. Like it was down. It was they had service, and I'm saying that in air quotes. So I sent an angry tweet at Time Warner, and guess
Did I
what?
send you something nice and passive aggressive
Oh,
back?
No. Well, they're like, oh, there's a service thing happening. They're fixing it. They're trying to do as good as possible. And all of a sudden, like right before the game started, and I was able to get into the lobby because my internet came right back up after I sent that tweet too. So I don't know if my tweet had anything to do with it, but if you guys are upset about something, especially something that you're paying
Just
for,
tweet angrily.
yes, like I think that's the key for anything, and in terms of customer satisfaction, people, and they're right. The customer is always right. So, just go and yell at them. Just yell at them. So, that's something you should do.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, chat's riding. Guess we know how long it took.
Yeah. It's only a couple people writing now.
Yeah, that's true.
Casters are Maut's first personality and Maut's second personality. Which personality you guys like better? Let us know. But, oh god, what? Please. Is this gonna be like yesterday? We're gonna have to remake from a pause?
Oh my god. Well, this time it sounds like it's not Steam. It's just his internet.
Yesterday, I started playing YouTube videos and people didn't like that, so I don't know. ask you guys what you want. I've done that before. Well, Monkeys has been hinting at team formation on stream for like 2 weeks now. Monkeys forever? He's a good player.
He's a player.
Can we look up the leaderboards in Dota?
He's on there, dude.
I know, but like, can we look that up?
I don't know. In Dota.
Yeah.
Community.
That's not a community. I just checked. That seems kind of dumb. It should be. Click to view leaderboards.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you can
just
look
go to
at
today.
it.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
I can't click on anything.
So, Mason's not on here, which makes me sad because you saw what he put his name as.
Yeah, I did.
That was pretty funny. So I think that was the reason why. I think that was the reason why they didn't let him on there, because his name was a bit. I don't see any bad names on here. Like the worst thing I see is like time to switch to League of Lesbians. That's it. Like everything else is like normal. So I think that's the reason why that some of the people aren't on the list, and that makes me sad because that's like, why are you willing to censor leaderboards for a game that has like some of the most, not necessarily like caustic community, but is known for like it being kind of hardcore, you know, in terms of just like people that flame and people that say awful things, you know. So that's my thought process anyways.
Well, it looks like we're going to be resuming this game 4v4. That's the decision I'm making. I don't need either of those heroes,
I'm
right?
glad that your decision is being made here and not anybody else's, so you should definitely be in control of this game, for sure, 100%. I'm not sure what's going on in terms of the internet issues. Something about his internet being down is what you said, not that we really know. We can't really read Russian, unfortunately. We can't copy paste and Google Translate. So we're going to try to get you back into the game as soon as possible, but we just don't know when that is. So there's nothing we can personally do. There's nothing we can really tell you. I'm not being told anything, so my apologies. Just try to deal with it, guys, and, you know, might be a good time to take a break, make a sandwich, grab a drink or something like that, so.
Dude, I'd love to go do all those things.
No one's stopping you.
See you later.
All right. Well, that's my alter ego gone. Just gone.
5 minutes. Perfect.
5 men. He said that when he first disconnected, so I'm hesitant. Another guy will play on his account. Wow, really? I wonder. I can't tell if that's sarcasm.
Dude, these are some cowboy admins or something. Jesus.
I actually like Mr. Devil a lot. He did this. He admin for this, and I think he also admin for WePlay as well. I think he's a good admin, in my honest opinion. But they're like, yeah, they're in the frontier here with the shit that he's doing. So.
Cowboy admin.
What does that entail, actually? Cowboy
it's
admin.
Like cowboy sysadmin. You just like push updates on Friday at 5 o'clock. That's what this guy's doing.
I just imagine the person who'd be like, "Let's do this, guys! Yeah."
Dude, I had one of those in my old job. Be like Friday at 4:30. Be like, "Fuck it, let's do it."
Hope
like,
this works.
This is a horrible idea.
Sketchiest thing on the face of the planet. Well, what if it doesn't work exactly? It's like, whatever. Get to it on Monday.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever be a sysadmin or anything along those lines. Like you're way better with all that kind of stuff than I am.
Fucking poopers.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm not bad with computers in terms of fixing them and like IT, but like in terms of sysadmins and stuff like that, definitely not. Yeah, like I couldn't deal with that.
It's very frustrating.
Oh,
every time you take one step forward, it feels like you got punched in the face 3 times.
It's not 1 step forward, 2 steps back. It's
it's 1 step forward, punch in the face 3 times.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
This is why we cast, guys. We just talk about stuff. It's a lot easier.
Well, guess this guy died also.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Him and Ryu both today just gone. Rough.
Yeah, it's rip.
Rip Tinker.
Rip everybody. Casters, thoughts on the possible team of Mason carry, Demon offlane, Monkeys forever mid, 1437 and Yugi support. Yugi isn't in a team. What happened to Yugi? I swear, I feel like he died.
He still plays on. I still see him on streams and stuff.
I haven't seen him in a while. That seems like an okay team, if a bit.
It seems like a bit of. It seems like.
Listen, the last time Mason and Demon were on the same team, the shit didn't go well. All right? Demon was late. It was just the guitar was in or the what? I just all right. Anyways,
Say the guitar.
I did. I don't know when I said that. The gym guitar, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gym issue and all that stuff, but. Yeah,
Fear's not on the leaderboards because he has not been playing Dota much lately because of his arm.
Yeah, I heard about that. I mean,
He's only been playing. Well, even now he's not playing officials. So
yeah,
I think he plays like one game a day or something.
Yeah, Mason is standing in for him. I was gonna ask Charlie. I was gonna tweet at him. How does it feel to have your entire team on the leaderboard? But then I realized that Fear wasn't. So, RTZ is, PPD is, Universe is, and Zai.
PPD is after Merlini.
Yeah. I saw that yesterday. It's 23 Merlini, 24 PPD.
Yeah. Although I can't complain, PPD has been racking me up the points, dude. Me and you were like killing it this week. We have like all EG players on our team.
Yeah, and Dream League, yeah, that's pretty great.
Oh god, we're losing players left and right. We're down to 3D seed now.
Oh my gosh, what's happening, guys?
Man.
Let's see. Yesterday, how many points do I have today or this week?
I think we both won this week, right? Pretty sure I won. I won. Oh, you got 59 points this week? Holy shit.
I lost to Hippie?
That was last week.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm winning.
I started rough, man. I started 0-2, but now I'm bringing it back. I got crushed week 2.
I beat you, didn't I?
Yeah, you beat me week 1.
Yeah, nice. Gotcha.
Next week I'm playing Darius though, so free wins.
Ouch.
That's rude.
We're talking about obviously the fantasy league.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Although he has Zai. Zai got 18 points last this week.
So good.
I got PPD got 20. Jesus.
Yeah, EG is just a powerhouse. Like it's in terms of
that team could dude. That team is insanely good. Do you think do you think they can get like top 4 at TI? As if TI was tomorrow, would you say that EG could win?
I'd say they could. I don't know how likely it would be, but they definitely could. They have.
My like unknown factor is how good are the Chinese teams right now. I'm not really sure.
I think that's always the unknown factor. According to somebody in chat who might be relaying some information that was posted in game chat, the guy lost the internet connection. They are phoning him, and they wanted to spam, so we would see it. We've seen it. You could continue to spam if you'd like. I don't really mind. It's chat, so yeah.
Well, we're up to no Fear came back, so still just 2 players DC'd.
Yeah, he did come back.
Slowly climbing back up there.
Gods was talking to me yesterday, and he said that the pause was longer than an hour. It was even approaching 2 hours at some point.
Oh my god.
I don't know if we'll be able to beat that today, though. I can't believe God's like looked through it and just like, yep, that's a long pause.
Impressively long pause. That was this one's getting up there though.
Yeah, until we get.
I should start timers when we have pauses now.
Honestly, I really should. I should have. But you know, it happens.
Can I say longest 5 minutes of my life? Is that allowed?
No, stop being. You're so BM when you cast. Sometimes. You need to stop. I'm not even kidding. You've got a problem. Manner.
I'm great mannered, not.
All right, we got one. We got him. We just need to
Zeke's...
get back the Tinker player.
Yeah, the problem child.
Ready? Wait, what? We're just gonna play 4 versus 5, I guess, huh? Well, all right, we're back in it. So, for those of you just joining us right now, the game is actually Aware is leading by a wide margin, and the fact that the Tinker is not here is a big issue. Someone is going to micro him, but this is going to significantly hurt their chances at winning this game. Despite the fact that they have
big thing is you can't buy items.
Yeah, that's also very true. Wow.
That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, this is an issue.
Sand King's job is pretty easy, or like Venomancer's job, pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem is that they can't buy items for him.
And this would be, I don't know if it's controversial, but it certainly would suck if Aware had this huge lead. And I mean, like we said earlier, we don't want to call this game in favor of anybody just yet. Like, nobody has certainly won yet, but Aware had a really, the gold graph doesn't do the lead justice, I feel like.
Yeah, just because of the heroes they have, I think that it's magnified.
Yes. So I don't know who's microing the leak right now, but this is going to be interesting, you know. We'll see how things go here as we continue further. It's 16 minutes in. We've been paused for quite a bit of time here. Last time we checked, I'm not sure. They were pushing top. Lycan's just been kind of making his own there. They've gotten a couple of team fights that have gone Aware's way. And no real 5-on-5 engagements as of yet, but we're getting to that point. Sand King has his Blink Dagger. He had it at 9 minutes in. He's got the double bracer gaming as well. Maybe going to try to fight on No Fear. He's just running at him. Just going to right-click him with that great old Sand King base damage. Ooh, is that something else? Stinky Napalm's going through right now. They're backing off. They have the Tinker with them.
Well, we'll see how much of an impact they can do here with 4 players. I mean, I'm more just worried about, like, what are they going to do with his money?
It's just going to get saved up until he gets back in, if he gets back in at any time at all. I honestly don't know what the official word is, what exactly is happening. Maybe he couldn't get back in and this is an issue, but right now it's problematic. So they might just actually just try to hold off until he comes back, and who knows if that'll actually happen.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility, but we'll see. I mean, I'm mostly worried about, like, things happening with, like, he misblinks or something, and then Clockwork gets an easy hook shot and kills him. Stuff like that.
Even, that's going to be tough to do because No Fear is so under-leveled. He's the lowest level, or tied for the lowest level in the game right now at level 8. The Tinker is sitting at level 13. He's the highest level, so there is that level difference. Tinker's got a bit more. He's still very squishy, obviously, but he should be okay. They're going to try to push down this mid-tier 1 tower, at least do some damage to it, because the Plague Ward is going to town already. The March is clearing up the creep wave. The only thing they don't have is Yamaha, who, like I said, is just making his house is up in that top lane right now. And they do have this aggressive Observer Ward. It's about to die, so that would give him vision of any incoming ganks from this direction. So, right now, Yamaha might go to another lane, and I think he should do that pretty soon. So...
yeah, he needs to just go to another lane and start taking other towers, I think. Streska's been camping out in the mid lane in this this little tree patch
Radiant's bottom tower is under
for a
attack.
while. I mean, I guess he's waiting for his team to come over, but now he's like... oh my god, he's going for it. Well...
Wow.
That just happened.
Yeah, I was actually watching about him for a second, then you said that he's going for it. Streska popped the usage of that epicenter, Burrow striked in, got the kill there. Nicely done. Sniper step for 33 seconds. Fiend's Grip is going to go. Burrow strike to cancel it up. Nice play from Streska. Blink forward. And the heat-seeking missile to grab the kill by the AFK or offline the League player. So whoever's controlling him, I'm not sure who that is exactly, but they're owning right now. So,
dude, they only need 4 people, I guess. No problem. But I guess Lycan's just going to continue split pushing out this top lane rather. Now that he has the Necro 3, I hope he moves to another lane because, excuse me, there's still a lot of other towers on the map.
Yeah, there's a lot of gold saved up in these towers that they can just knock down and, you know, get that gold going for their team essentially. Just give them an even bigger lead that they already have. So the tier 1 tower mid actually taking a bit of damage. It's going to get living armored, so it'll regen slowly but surely. Down bottom, it's also kind of low. It's sort of close to half health right now. Living armor is leveled up max, so they do have the 4 instances. The regen's pretty nice as well with 13, so there is that. Tinker's, whoever's controlling the Tinker's done a nice job of getting him around the map. He's got 4,000 gold saved up right now, and that's got to be the saddest thing you've ever seen if you're playing on Aware's side. So
yeah, it's been unfortunate. Well, he'll be able to come back and just buy Dig in 5 at this rate, if someone does come in and control him.
Have you done the math with how expensive Dagon 5 actually is if you buy it outright?
It is very expensive. How about that? It's 7,000 gold.
Right. So yeah, I think
7,700.
one of the most expensive items in the game, if not.
It is. It's the most expensive, and yeah, it is the most.
So it's a lot of damage for a 7,000 gold item, but he could probably get it at some point.
I mean, if you've got the gold saved up, I feel like you just buy it.
Yeah, he's got 4,000 right now, so he can at least get Dagon 2 or 3.
I think it's the Venno that's controlling him because they seem to be staying together.
Yeah, I agree with that. So Roger trying his best right now to micro.
Oh,
I think.
Wicked Sick.
Yeah, he's
gonna go on YMH in the top lane.
Yep, they're gonna use the Fiend's Grip right now. They also use the Searing Chains. They should bring him down. Yamaha about to fall, and the Brain Sap to grab the kill. He almost got away there at the end, but enough damage done to secure it there. Assassinate goes to the mid lane. Roger's barely alive. Well, that's all happening. They are gonna push bottom, however.
Yeah, still doing a nice job microing the Tinker. We'll see how long it can continue. And Venomancer just going to set up a couple walls here and try to make it so they can't move on this mid tower easily.
Yeah, they can even try to TP back now. There was a Radiant Fortification. They haven't taken the tower yet. There's actually a TP coming through. Hook shot in from No Fear onto Streska. Battery Assault misses up. He uses the Blade Mail. Streska's not going to turn on that. He does have his Epicenter. Aloha dances here. Searing Chain's already used. They expended a lot. Oh, there's a reconnection. Tinker finally back.
He's back.
He's back.
Hooray!
He's very happy now. Welcome's back, says Wicked Six. So we're going to be going in a second, it looks like. R says the league. I think that means ready. I'm not sure. I'm going to say welcome back. Fastest man alive at League O2 2014. We're going to jump back in the game.
What does he buy with his 4,000 gold? Nothing. Perfect.
He'll buy it soon. Relax.
No problem.
Just he'll be alright. Look, he's at the side shop. He's TPing. Alright, I thought he was going to buy something. Oh,
lame.
Mystic Staff. It's not the Dagon you were hoping for, but it's still a real good item for this game. Hex up, especially on the Lycan, to lock him down might be nice before he can use his shapeshift. But they still have a pretty big lead. It's still about 5,000 right now, and Aware are just going to be able to capitalize on this even more strongly. Yamaha going for Roshan. The Flare will scout him out. Down bottom, Overgrowth's going to go. I believe there's also a lasso up. They get a kill on Aloha Dance, now looking for more. Our Zeke, he's going to run away. Blink forward, the leak misses up. The heat seeking missile didn't quite get there. The leak, please, no, dude, come on, get out of there. No!
Oh my god! Well, that was unfortunate.
That's like the worst thing that can ever happen. You come back into the game, and the first play that you make is dying to the neutral ancient stack.
Nailed it.
Listen, we'll just pretend that didn't happen. We'll say that the internet was still having an issue there, and you misclicked or something.
We'll blame that one on the lag.
I agree. Mask of Madness. We talked about this item choice a bit earlier. We were like, yeah, there's just going to be too much, I think, to deal with from, to use Mask. And this is a bold pickup if I've ever seen one for a sniper player.
Yeah, especially against a Tinker. I mean, now that he's going Hex, that's still very good against Sniper as well. So, I mean, I think that any item choice was fine as long as he spent his money, like we were saying. So,
yeah.
Now, I mean, the Mask of Madness will help him jungle a little bit. I mean, I don't know. This is just...
It's good for, like, as long as you're staying in the back and getting shots off, you might do a decent job there. But, like, you're going to get blinked on. Sand King's going to use his Blink Burrow. There's going to be a lasso. You know that the Bat Rider's going to be trying to focus that sniper down, especially if they know that he's got a Mask of Madness, which they should figure out very soon. But this game is still not over. With that Mask of Madness, I've seen snipers carry hard before. This might be the road to redemption for Team Ahead. And right now, Aware, they're not pushing in, and a lot of that is actually because of the regen. Actually, the the Treant Protector's Living Armor has done a nice job of getting these towers back up to fighting shape here. You know, that tower was actually at about like 200 HP at some point in that mid lane. It's back up to 500 right now, and he's only going to continue to Living Armor it, or the rest of his compadres. So it's really actually Aware not really going for any sort of pushing just yet, any sort of into the tier 1, into the tier 2. They're not really focusing on it. They have the Aegis now on Yamaha. He's in the top lane, however. Aloha Dance.
I think it's about time. They just got the Hex on the Tinker. I think it's time they start knocking down some more towers.
Yeah, I agree as well. They are working on this tier 1 in the mid lane, or bottom lane, excuse me. Top, No Fear's going to get hexed up. There's going to be, of course, the rocket coming through. Howl's used up as well. More hexes. He's just going to keep him perma-hex. The leak with the double hex coming through with the rearm. He'll TP back home. While that's all happening, finally the tier 1 tower will fall bottom. So a kill and a tower, one right after the other for Aware Gaming.
Yeah, and things continuing to develop nicely for them now that Tinker's back. They've got their game plan back up. They can execute better, and now they're taking down our Zeke in the mid lane. Even an Epicenter popped.
Not necessary.
Not necessary at all, but he is very good.
Yeah, absolutely. He actually has bots right now in the Sand King. Double Bracer just to make sure he has a bit more mana to use all his abilities. He has to back off, though. He can't really regen that well, so... Also going for Ring of Health. Looks like that may be a refresher, the start of a refresher anyways, I'd imagine. I don't really know what else that Ring of Health is used for, so that would be my anticipation.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it could be like a hood, but... doesn't seem very good.
Actually, yeah, hood might be fine. That's fine.
It's like okay, I guess. Like, but the biggest thing is there's a sniper and an Ember Spirit, so I don't know. Could could also be in Lincoln's, I guess.
I don't see.
He's finished the Purrs, so
maybe for Assassinate, I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
But I feel
just
like
getting refresher, YOLO.
I feel like he is going Refresher. I don't really see him going any other item than a Refresher here. So, meanwhile, the siege on the tier 2 tower bottom continues. So, Ware Gaming, they're trying to push into this. They have a Ghost Scepter up with the Tinker right now just to avoid any sort of right-click damage from the Sniper. They're playing very cautiously here, but this kind of play will secure them the game. They don't want to overextend. Meanwhile, speaking of overextension, Roger going to get hit up with the Searing Chains. Hookshot does miss. There's the Poison Nova going through. Burrow Strike ready to go. The Blink came through from the Sand King, not using it just yet, however. Zako, Lalik maybe getting in trouble here. There's the Fiend's Grip up, no fear, and some trouble. Lalik falling low, so is Streska. They might both fall here. Ghost Scepter, there's the Overgrowth right now. The Shrapnel dishing out the damage. Lalik about to go downhill. TP away. Will he make it in time? No! Seema the Slayer getting the kill. I'm not sure if that was the end of the Shrapnel. 3-for-1 trade. All the while, the ranged Rax, the Raxus itself, gone from top. That's something we should have probably kept in mind. Meanwhile, Zako getting a kill on the Bane in exchange, giving his life up for it as well, so.
Wow. I was saying he's like the Broodmother. I guess he's actually just like the Broodmother.
He is the
literally just did not leave the lane until the Rax was dead.
Yep. I actually kind of like the way that he played that. They had to deal with him at one point or another, and they couldn't. So, well, congrats to Yamaha for getting the top set of racks. Game's not done yet. One set of racks is not equal to victory. However, it's a good start, obviously. So, Yamaha making his new home in the mid lane right now. He already took the tier 1 tower down mid. Mask of Madness, the Bone 7 build coming out for the Bat Rider as he has his 4-staff and Blink Dagger already. He's also died, so he's got to wait till he respawns up. There's also the Tinker who will be respawning in 6 seconds, but as of right now, I mean, yeah, it's just a 10,000 gold lead here, and at this point, I don't know what you can do, even as the Sniper, to be able to get back into this one.
You need a lot of room, and I'm not sure that they're going to get that much room. They need a lot of room for the Sniper. They need a lot of room for the Ember Spirit, who's really pretty underfarmed. I mean, Drums, Phase, Bottle, Crit Stick, that's it. He's got a lot of gold, I guess, but even with a Daedalus, I guess that's enough to like almost kill the Tinker, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to get an opportunity here. Tinker can keep the lanes push up and like can come by when it's convenient for him, or just split push out another lane like he's been doing.
Yeah, and a lot of the fights have been 4 versus 5. Yamaha not even participating in a lot of the action here. And you talked about
bottom lane. He went deep in. And Epicenter going through as well. He lands it on 3. No Fear going down. And now the Flame Break pushes them back. Arzeek's on the run. The ultimate is there. The Poison Nova doing a lot of damage. Do they have the follow-up, though, to actually lock them down? Tinker, spamming out these rockets. Wicked Sick about to die. Fiend's Grip goes off. And down go 2 for Lolik.
Streska's about to fall. Buyback coming through. That'll be from the Bane. Aloha Dance getting low. The Mjolnir charge is on him right now. Backing his way out of there. Everybody on the run here. I'm not sure where that Assassinate went. Seema the Slayer. Now he's backing off as well. In the end, a 3-for-2 trade. TP coming through from the Tinker. Now he'll back off. Doesn't want to use that. He'll have to rearm again. Now, gonna TP down to the tier 1 tower bottom. But in the end, a couple of good kills going the way of Aware. They lose the Bat Rider, they lose the Sand King, but they pick up some nice kills. Bane had to buy back. The 2 cores, I believe, survived the entire way through. But the missiles, man, from Tinker. Just artillery left and right. Yeah, I think shot 3 missiles off before leaving that engagement.
Yeah, and the missiles do a lot of damage when you're really... I mean, these heroes don't have a lot of HP. 1,200 for Sniper, 1,200 for Bane. Even Ember doesn't have a lot of HP if his Flame Guard's down as well. And same for Clockwork. So a couple of those missiles does a ton of damage, and we saw that really come to fruition at the end of that fight there. And now I think he might be building towards an E-Blade. This is a spicy build on Tinker. I like this a lot.
Very spicy. A spicy meatball coming out from the Tinker. He's not building it. There it is. There's the shotgun coming out from the Tinker. Didn't go for Dagon, mind you, but still he can dish out the damage like there is no tomorrow. Come on, man. You gotta go Agams, dude. Agams is the way to go on Tinker nowadays.
Have you actually seen someone do it?
Not in a pro game, I don't think.
I haven't even seen anyone do it in a pub. It seems okay if you're like turtling.
I don't know about it, man. Seems interesting. It's an interesting ability. It's an interesting item. I'm not quite sure, but everyone's converging down here on this bottom tier 2 tower.
Seema's hiding.
Yeah, they're ready to fight for this, except that the Lycan's not here, and nor is the Tinker. He could TP in whenever, obviously, but he's still just going to try to push in real quick. Yeah, they're going to hide here. Firefly's up, Blink, Lasso, Wicked Sick, in a bit of trouble right now. He's got Fiend's Grip, but it's not going to matter if he can't use it, and he certainly cannot because he is dead. Arzeek trying to chase after. He's hexed up. There's the shotgun going through. Lalik's going to rearm and go for another round. Another shotgun. Arzeek lasered up, hexed up again. Lalik's about out of mana, but it doesn't matter because the Burrow Strike from Streska going to grab another kill there. Hookshot coming through. They do grab the Lycan, but not before he grabs the tier 3 tower and almost gets the melee rocks. However, that does have regen, so it might be okay.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, the problem is that they just lost their bottom tower as well. They're being assaulted on all fronts, and their dual core here is just so farmed. I mean, they left Lilique alone, they left the Lycan alone, and now it's paying off.
Yeah, I mean, items are up for both of those heroes. The Lycan's down for 40-some-odd seconds, though. They might back off and they might not be too aggressive. Like I said, they're playing very patiently, and they don't want to do anything too deliberate that'll, you know, cause the throw here. So at this point in time, Aware have a good position. As long as they keep the lanes pushed out, which Lilique is doing, and contain this map control, and you look how much vision they have in the jungle here. It's pretty disgusting, actually.
Yeah, that's actually ridiculous. Holy crap!
It's all concentrated in one area, but that's fine.
But that's where they will go, right? So
yes.
I think the idea is they're trying to catch some smoke. Oh god.
Fiend's Grip on Zako. Can't pull him back right now. Hookshot comes through on Roger. Cogs are up as well. Stress Cut went through. Now, you can see there's 2 dead. Well, one of them already dying earlier. No Fear taking a lot of that damage from the Marching Machines. Arseek dropping low. The Poison Nova doing a lot of work. They have to back off now. In the end, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Actually, a 2-for-1 trade because the Venom Mantra did go down at the end there as well. So, they're staying in it. Ahead are not out yet, but it's still a game where they're just getting now, just like you said, assaulted on all fronts. They continue to get pushed into. There's no respite here for Seema the Slayer or for Ahead Gaming.
Yeah, and Seema is just trying to make it happen. He's picked up a BKB to help deal with the Tinker. I think that's a smart choice. If he gets hexed, he's going to die, so that BKB is going to be pretty important. But I think maybe we're going to see them try to re-assault this as soon as their heroes come back up. They do want to kill this damage Rax before it heals all the way back up. And probably just going to do the same thing. I mean, I don't see a problem with what they were doing. As soon as all their cooldowns are back up, I think they should just continue.
I think what Aware are going to do next, or at least what they should do, is probably push up the lanes real quick and head to Roche.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's
the
true.
best option for them. Get the Aegis, and Yamaha's heading over there right now. He's actually going for a Desolator because why not get a more armor reduction? You've already got an Assault Cuirass. You've already got a Medallion. You might as well just be able to kill all of the towers and all of the buildings, including the huts and the Radiant side. So that's going to be a thing.
Did you see how fast that Roche died?
Well, I was looking at it.
Roche died in like 20 seconds.
It was full health when I looked the first time, then I looked top, then I looked back again, and Roche was dead, so there's that. Desolator now flying out for Yamaha. They have the Aegis. There's no point in not fighting, but he could just continue his push if he really wants to. And we were wrong. At least I was wrong. It's not a Refresher Orb for Stress Cut. It's a Lincoln Sphere, so that's very interesting, actually.
I don't think
Fiend's
it
Grip
blocks chains.
No, you can't, but I think it's for Fiend's Grip more than anything else.
Yeah, that's true, for Fiend's Grip as well as... I mean, I guess Assassinate's kind of a bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, the Searing Chains, it definitely doesn't block that.
You also might just put it on someone else.
Yeah, that's true. The Leak maybe...
Put on the Lycan or something.
I don't know if the Lycan needs any help at this point.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
Like, I don't know if they can really lock him down long enough to grab a kill. Yamaha is thinking about coming in, maybe with the team, maybe going to push in mid right now. While this is happening, they're working on maybe grabbing the tier 1 top, and Ahead have to have a very fast reaction time. Once that fight starts or once there's any action down in that bottom or mid lane, they need to be back home in an instant. And you're going to see actually a TP coming through from Leak, but he is, of course, the Boots of Travel Man. Ghost Scepter's going to go Aloha Dance. He's hexed up right now, taking a bit of damage. Can he get another one? There's the laser and the kill going through from Leak, dishing out the damage there with another Ghost Scepter to get the kill, another Ethereal Blade charge. So 60 seconds for Aloha Dance right now. Blink, Lasso, 4-step back out on Wicked Sick. He is, of course, the Fiend's Grip man. They need to take him down quickly. Hookshot's going to go through. They can't get it just yet. Venomous Scale's going to hit the Living Armor, and the Plague Ward's doing work as well. Assassinate long range. They take down the Sand King coming through. The League coming through, absolutely wrecking Arseek. Mega kill streak for him. Seema the Slayer is dominating. He'll buy back. He did go down. Arseek, Overgrowth used. Yamaha now. He can't move anywhere. Now he can. Assassinate's on him, taking him down a bit. Arseek can Elite Sheet as well, but he still has that Aegis, mind you. Seema just picking him off little by little. Yamaha about to fall. Aegis is wasted there. Seema with the Mask of Man is doing work. Going for a Divine Rapier, I'd imagine, with that Relic up. Oh, Yamaha looking to try to get this set of racks here. Hex is up, ready to go for the leak. He's getting peeped right now. The Fear Blade is going to go. No Fear. Trying to keep them away from the rest of the heroes right now. Seema the Slayer backing off. Yamaha looks to go on Seema. They have the Living Armor. There's the BKB. Seema's got to get in the well and heal up. Zako's getting low. Look at this dive. Arzeek's still alive. So is Seema. He's going to assassinate. Roger is dead. Yamaha's still alive. He'll make his way out of there. It is Mega Creeps at this point in time. I don't really think Ahead can come back from Megas. They'll call GG. That'll be the end. It looks like Yamaha may die before the game ends, but Aloha Dance getting wrecked with that Desolator with the Wolves as well. Assassinate are not enough damage there. And that's going to be it for game number 1. Aware take it, 26-19 the score at the end of the game, but most importantly, just real good pushing strategy coming out from Aware.
Yeah, that worked out really well, and it just... I think they weren't punished for their picks, which you could argue were a little bit greedy. And if you don't get punished for greedy picks, the game goes real easy for you.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. 720 experience per minute for the Tinker, 629 GPM. That'll be it for the first game. We are going to take a quick break, guys. Make sure you guys stick around. We'll jump in as soon as the game starts. So we'll see you soon.